Hello, it's Stephen live from Wonderful Chat, and I'd like to say welcome to today's broadcast. And I can see that we're actually live on. Well, hello, it's Stephen live from Wonderful Chat. Those you know will know actually put my mobile phone onto Wi-Fi on 4G and make sure that I've got a photograph showing YouTube and that I'm live on YouTube and you can hear me. I'm glad to say all that's working. So what I do now is to connect the chat, and it's good to be with you today. If you make a comment whilst I'm live, I will show the comment on screen, and if you've got a question whilst I'm live, do ask. We're talking this week about the ultimate guide to Cyber Monday live streaming, and this is one of the most exciting days of the selling year online. It started in Cyber Monday, started in 2005, and it gets more popular every year. And I'm just going to go picture in picture. Just waiting, and we'll go move that over there, and things have settled down now. Okay, so Cyber Monday on OneStream Live, I will be broadcasting. I'll also be broadcasting on Amazon Live. It is a big day for sales, basically, and it's in the UK as well. Live selling is big in the UK. As well as the USA, but a week on Monday, that's how close it is, I will be live on Amazon Live selling, and I'll be selling some of the items that you can see over here. Okay, so I'll be selling cameras, I'll be selling headphones, I'll be selling phones, speakers, USB extensions, headphones again, microphones, everything you see there is saleable. Everything you see there is on Amazon, and I broadcast on Amazon Live. Now, we're not just going to be talking about Amazon Live selling today. We're talking about selling on Walmart, if you're a Walmart broadcaster, and on YouTube. YouTube is a great sales platform. In fact, on your own website, we'll be talking about broadcasting on your own website as well. You can take your selling skills and you can transfer them, and on Cyber Monday you have the advantage, because between now and the day itself, potential customers will be putting together a list where they want to buy, whether they want to buy webcams or microphones or lights or Fitbits. They will have a list of items they're looking for. And if you're broadcasting about the item people are looking for at a good price, then you'll get commission if people buy through you. So it's basically, as sort of Amazon Live is concerned, it's the biggest day of the year. Yeah, it's Friday is where people go to the stores, and Cyber Monday is where people shop online. That's why it was invented in 2005, so that people were encouraged to shop online, because now is the time of the year when you're thinking of buying presents. You're thinking of buying presents for yourself, for your family and friends, and now's the time to get them in stock for Christmas, because the last thing you want to do when you're buying presents for people you know really well is for it not to be done on time. Now, the fortunate thing is, dealing with Amazon, it will be delivered promptly. But it's the time to get things in gear, to get your shopping for the holiday season ready. And it's sort of 3 days after Thanksgiving Day, so people are in a buying mood. And I'm just looking, I've been interrupted by my phone, are in a buying mood. They're here to buy things, and you're here to sell things. And if you get it right, then people buy from you. Now, what does getting it right mean? That's what we're going to look at today. I've got an agenda. as normal. I'm going to bring in now, and the agenda will come full screen, and I'll just give you an overview of what's on the agenda. Okay, so Monday live stream, hack your sales with live shopping is what we're talking about today, and we've got the introduction, which is the part that I'm doing now. We've optimized your broadcasting studio, create your product carousel. All these I'm going to talk about during the course of this live broadcast. Product knowledge, creating a script for your broadcast. Even though it's a sales broadcast, it needs a script. Choosing your platform. Do you choose Amazon Live? Do you choose Walmart? Do you choose your own website? Do you try Facebook? It's up to you. If you're going to have basically your own shop and your own sales, you need a landing page. Now I'm going to give you a live demonstration of creating a landing page where you can broadcast from that page, and people can come and watch, people can come and comment and interact. In addition to that, you can give them a link to your shop and they can buy things while you're live. This is the day of the year. Cyber Monday is the day of the year when people buy whilst you're live. Okay, so they'll still be listening to you, but they've gone off to get more information and to click the buy button, and they will pay whilst you're live. If you're getting the feeling that I'm excited about this, it's one of the most exciting days of our broadcasting year in terms of marketing. Now, when people want to buy, you've got to make it easier for them to buy. And we'll talk about that. Then we're going to talk about promoting aggressively. We've used the word aggressively because basically Cyber Monday is very competitive. The manufacturers are competitive on price. They're trying to sell their webcams and their microphones and anything and everything online. So they're competing against each other, but you're competing. You're competing against your fellow broadcasters. Yeah. Just let me change something. I just want to close something down. Okay. You're competing against your fellow broadcasters. So you've got to get yourself a slot. Basically, decide when you're going to go live and promote the heck out of it. It's only Monday. It's one day. There's no. You could go live 24/7. Watch for announcements from OneStream Live in that respect. But basically, what I would do on Cyber Monday is I would do 3 or 4 shows. Rather than broadcasting for 2 hours, I would do 4 45-minute shows during the course of the day. Because you've got to remember that live broadcasting is global. And we've got, when it's now here, it's now just after 3 p.m. On the East Coast, it's just after 10 a.m. On the West Coast, it's 7 a.m. In Australia, it's earlier than that. It's the morning in Australia, early morning. So you've got an audience around the globe. And Cyber Monday is global. So you can pick your best times. Yeah. But one thing you must do is promote those times. I'll come back to that later. And check your setup. There is nothing worse than going live and things not working. Now, in terms of on the day, my suggestion is, and we come back to each of the items we just talked about, the suggestion is that you actually practice. What you need is, if we go back to the card again, you need basically to create a script. And that script and the items that you're going to talk about. I'm just going to go to the chat and see if we've got anything. And we haven't got the chat, but the chat is live. I'm just going to say hello. Just want to test this out. Just give me a second. No, that's not right. Let's get the caps lock upside down. Right, so hello. And that should go across. I can show that on screen. If you do comment whilst I'm live, then I can show your comments on screen. Okay. And if you've got questions about going live on Cyber Monday, now is the time to ask them. Okay, I've been live for the last 3 Cyber Mondays on Amazon Live. So I'm talking from experience of what works and what doesn't work, and how to prepare and what to do on the day. What to do on the day is to have fun. You have to basically, if you're having fun, people watch will have fun. Engage with people, and that starts with sharing comments on screen, asking questions, asking people where they are watching from, and get things moving using engagement. And you can entertain. What you can do is you can do a quiz. And I'm going to come back to all that in a moment. I'm going to go side by side. Okay. And the first thing you need to do is to make sure that your broadcasting studio is set up. I mean, I've got logo on, so you know I'm streaming from OneStream Live. I've got the ticker along the bottom, so you know which broadcast you're watching. And basically, in a live situation on Cyber Monday, you use the ticker to send messages to your audience. The thing is, on some systems, you are muted until people click the loudspeaker button. So you have to attract people's attention. Now, being on screen and showing items on screen and demonstrating is good. I mean, you can demonstrate a product on screen. That might entice people, but use all the real estate. Use basically everything you can. I'm just going to go here and just see what I've got, just to do this on the fly. I'm just going to bring another image in. Oh, that one will do. And we'll go down here. Now, just a note, I need to go image share. And having gone image share, I can then hopefully bring that image on the screen. Click that button. Okay, add to stream, replace what's there. Cyber Monday is a great time to actually promote OneStream Live. And I've got to tell you, one of the two things I can tell you is OneStream Live is bringing out something you won't believe what's going to happen when initially, and which should be on the show next. So join me next Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the US, 3 p.m. in the UK to find out about OneStream Live. Now, as far as OneStream Live is concerned, there is an affiliate program which you can apply for. If you apply for the program, you'll get 25% commission on every sale. That's whether it's a monthly subscription or an annual subscription. If it's monthly, you get paid every month. If it's annual, you get paid when they renew. Well, when they're on renewal. So if you want extra money, you could broadcast on Cyber Monday about OneStream Live from your OneStream Live studio, of course. And you could tell people about it. We don't have a OneStream Live studio. You could broadcast about OneStream Live from anywhere. Just tell people about OneStream Live. Tell them that you can broadcast from your studio. You broadcast pre-recorded video. You can broadcast from OBS. There are so many things you can do with OneStream Live that the systems can't. And there's going to be something even better than that when I make the announcement next Wednesday, 3 p.m. in the UK. Join me for updates on OneStream Live. It's going to be a fantastic broadcast. Right, so basically, going back, I'm going to add this back to the stream and I'm going to replace what's there. So don't forget the affiliate program. Now is the time to get involved. And if I go there and go there, a second. Okay, this will work. I know it will work. Just get it right. That's better. Okay, we're back in business. Everything's working perfectly and we're ready to carry on. So optimize your broadcasting studio. Get the tickers, get the logos right, get the pictures that you're going to show, like the picture I just showed for the 25% affiliate. Get those ready in advance. Okay, optimize your studio. Check out. I know I'm preaching to the converted here, but do check out your camera, do check out your microphone, do test recordings to make sure that everything works perfectly. There's nothing worse than going live if your sound is wrong and your picture is fuzzy. Make sure before Cyber Monday that everything everything is working. Ideally, do it on the Sunday before Cyber Monday. Make sure everything's working, switch everything off, come back in Monday, ready to broadcast 3 or 4 times during the day. That's it. Okay, prevention's been cure. Make sure everything's working. Make sure your microphone's working. Make sure your camera's working. Make sure you've got the lighting right. Do that beforehand, right? Because you have a fail, and I don't want you to fail. Okay, so optimize your studio. Now, the next thing you've got to do is to create your product carousel. And here, simply, is decide what you're selling. On Amazon Live, we get a carousel up to 40 items, which we're going to sell. And I sell, just a moment, let's go over here for a second. I sell cameras, I sell stands, I sell speakers, I sell headphones, I sell more headphones, I sell remote controls, I sell stream decks. Everything that's in my office is for sale on the day. So what I do is, rather than put everything on sale, what I would tend to do, I've got 40 items. What I would do is to make up 3 sales lists of 10 items each. They're the best 10, the next best 10, and then the next best 10. So we're actually talking in terms of a 45-minute show, you're talking about 10 different items. And people can browse the items whilst you're live. Now, you could test this beforehand, but that's what I'm going to be doing. And you can catch my shows on Amazon Live on Cyber Monday. And I'll have 10 items in the carousel for the first 3 shows. And then the final show will have all items in it. And that will be later in the day, because I've got a 5-hour time difference I've got to take into account, because the main market is the USA. So I will be around when everybody's awake in the States. It's pointless my broadcasting at 10 o'clock in the morning because it's 5 o'clock. So get the timing right. Also, get the list of items you're going to sell. Okay, you can add items before the day, but if you start organizing the items you're going to sell, you'll have a head start. This is just a hint, on Cyber Monday, people know more about the product than you do. Okay, you have to have, if we come back to our card for a moment, you have to have product knowledge. Okay, if you don't, you're going to get caught out. If you're talking about these headphones, for example, which are the Aftershocks, Aeropex by Aftershocks, you need to know them. You need to know, just to give you an example. These are Aftershocks headphones and the Aeropex. First thing to notice is that these are lightweight. These are made for the outdoors. These are made for walkers, runners, joggers, and cyclists for the outdoors. The reason that they are waterproofed is because you can go out jogging and running in the rain. So they're also sweat-proof. And the thing is, if you're running, you're actually going to perspire. There's no way you can't. Perspiration will not affect the headphones. They are lightweight. They weigh 28 grams. And I've got to be honest, I actually forget I'm wearing them. As far as controls are concerned, you've got power on, which will pair it with your mobile phone. Okay, set the playlist, Amazon playlist going on your mobile phone, and you can hear music. And you can go running, and you can be listening to a playlist as you're running. Simple and straightforward to do. Pairing simple and straightforward. You can increase and decrease the volume here. You can skip to the next track. You can take a phone call with one click. You can make a phone call with voice dial. Okay, so, oh, by the way, virtually every week, somebody asks, which headphones do you want jogging and running? And people come back and they say, Aftershocks. Okay, so you've got to have the product knowledge. You've got to be able to talk about it knowledgeably. The best way is to actually use the item you're selling every day. However, having said that, There are people who are first class at selling things that they've not seen before, they've not tried, and that skill, I'm quite happy about something I use, yeah, or something similar to something I use. But you basically, once you go off and you're showing items, I mean, you could go to Amazon and get the best 10 selling items, and you can't talk about them. You can't spin out a 45-minute show. What you're actually doing whilst you're broadcasting live, talking about the headphones, but you want people to look at everything else that's on the show. If you're broadcasting to your website, I'll talk about that in a minute. If you're broadcasting to your site, basically, whilst people are listening to you, they will be buying. Yeah. Now, you can, on your own website, you can put all the product information there, just like you do on Amazon. Yeah. So you've got a description, you've got the technical specs, you've got the, everything in one place. So you talk about the headphones, people can go look at the headphones, but they can look at everything else as well at the same time. Broadcasting on your website, you have control because people are going to leave. They listen to you. They're going to watch you and listen to you. When you talk about something, well, if you get the story right. I mean, the story about these is I got these basically. Angelica's got a similar pair. These are great because if you wear these, you can still hear the traffic behind you. Yeah, you can still carry on a conversation. That's, product benefits and how I use them. Tell stories. The thing about live selling is not saying this is a beautiful widget, go and buy one. That's not it. If I tell you the designer of this went to study leather making in Italy, and then he returned to his native country and he set up a factory making leather goods. This is I use this every day. This is a case for your mobile phone. And basically it has a magnet on there, so it locks into place. If you put your mobile phone in there, you've got extra protection. And then on the back, you've got the loop that goes onto your belt, and you're carrying your phone on your hip. And basically, not only are you keeping it dry, but keeping it safe. But if I just turned up here and said, this is a beautiful looking brown phone carrier, that doesn't work. But if I tell you the story behind it, if I tell a story about it, the fact that I use it every day, that helps. Okay, be convincing. Okay, because this is the thing, people buy from people. They do. The difference between somebody who's selling something successfully, two people can sell this. Broadcast live at the same time, one will sell out and the other won't. And the difference is the personality of the person doing the presenting. As it says on this card, let's go back to the card for a moment. On the right-hand side, you have to be ready to have fun, you have to engage, and you have to entertain. When you're live selling, it's the entertaining part which is important. It is so important. You've got to engage your audience, you've got to be entertaining, you've got to be, okay? And you've got to make believe that you know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, now at this stage, the next question is, where do you broadcast to? I think, sorry, just a minute. Let me go back to the script. This is the one reason I did it. Create a script. Now, the simplest script is basically the items you're selling, and you just go from the first item to the last item, taking them in turn, showing them, talking about them, telling the stories, giving people a link to actually buy them whilst you're live. Simple and straightforward to do. That's the simplest approach. Keep it simple. Yeah, it's you, the camera, the microphone, goods. Yeah, this is not the day to have bits. In fact, battery bits, I mean anything that's not necessary. You only want you, camera, microphone, good lighting, and the goods. Okay, so let's bear that in mind. As I say, I've been broadcasting on live for the last 3 Cyber months, and I'm grateful to be there. So create a script, and the script could have what you're going to say in it if you wished, but it's certainly got the products that you're going to sell and some background knowledge on the product. Okay. Now, with OneStream Live, you can broadcast up to 45 different destinations. You could broadcast on YouTube. You can sell on YouTube. YouTube is, well, it's the world's second largest search engine. It's owned by Google, and people will go on there looking for a product. But the thing is that they can go on there looking for a product, and they can type in product. So they can type in that they're looking for aftershocks, all of which brings me back. Schedule you in advance. Yeah, do schedule it, and do put a list. Don't be shy of actually in the description of the broadcast list the items you're going to sell. Because if you do that and you schedule, say, a week in advance, then the YouTube search engine and the Google search engine, well, certainly the YouTube search engine, will find the products. So when people type in the product, they could possibly see your video. Just now, I've got to say, this is true. I proved it last weekend. More people watch the replay than watch the live. So it is important when you set up, if you're going to put in the items you're selling, put a link for people to buy. Yeah. If you're selling OneStream Live, then put your affiliate link in the description. That's the sort of thing that you need to do. Have your affiliate link permanently, so that when people are actually watching the replay, as they will, they can click the affiliate link and you'll earn from the replay. This is not, you can earn from the replay if people the link, irrespective of what YouTube do. You do not have to have 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours to tell on YouTube. You just have to have the ability to actually sell. Okay. So next one. So basically, I mean, my premier choice would be followed by YouTube, followed by Twitch, and then followed Facebook, and possibly Walmart. You can basically broadcast on Walmart. You need to apply, as you do with Amazon, but you can broadcast there. You can also broadcast on your own website, which I'm going to talk about right now. Okay. So you've got your platform, you know where you're going to broadcast, you know what you're going to broadcast about, your kit works, everything's ready, and the next thing you want to do is decide whether you want to broadcast on your website. Now, this is certainly a rewarding option because you're driving traffic to your website. And whilst people are listening to your broadcast, yeah, you can have live show on your website, you can have replays on your website, you can have explainer videos on your website. You're in control. It's your website. So you can say, whilst you're live, I've done a video about the aftershocks errors. Click below to watch it. So you can make short videos which are below. Well, I'll show you where you can go on your web page. Let's have a look, shall we? So I'm going to play you a short video. I'll be back after the video. But what I want to get across is how straightforward it is using OneStream Live. Actually, if I can find the video, just a minute. That's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is the day before. Right, okay, I've got it. We're going to talk about creating on broadcasting on your website Cyber Monday. This is how to do it. Create a sales landing page for our Cyber Monday live stream using OneStream Live. If I go to hosted live pages there, I was in my control center, and go to edit, making an impact. Here is a page that I've created, and basically I was able to choose the background, the text. If we go over here, page content, I've got the headline, and it could be Cyber Monday sale, it can be anything you want. Then the details, then basically a call to action button, which is there, and your contact details as well. So those will be shown on the screen. What we're actually doing is creating a page where within the orange part of the screen, you can broadcast live. So people can watch you live, and at the same time, they can join in the live chat. So if I type in my name and save, and then go hello, when this is live, this will work. Yeah, and this live stream hasn't started yet. Now, if I just shrink that for a moment. So I've chosen the background, and I can choose any background that I like simply by uploading it and setting it. That's the player background, and I can change it like so. Stay tuned, and then I can go back to where I was. Let's just shrink that. Okay, then on the page content, as we said, title, description, contact details, the action button, and I can choose the background color as well, or the background picture. I've chosen a picture. I could go for a background color, or I can go for a background. So that's basically how I can customize it. I can add my social media links, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and my website, and basically then decide on the page layout. I've got 6 to choose from, and then the player settings, and finally I can set up a domain. Now, basically, this page is hosted by OneStream Live. It's part of your OneStream Live subscription, and according to the package you've got, determines how many of these pages you can have. However, once you've done that, once you've created that, once you've published that, you can link it to your website. And I've linked it to my website, and there's the domain and the link, and a custom domain, OneTVWebTalksLive.net. That's my website. Here is my website, WebTalks Live, and that's where I go live. And underneath that, that's one of my most recent OneStream Live videos. But the thing is, I can take this and I can put it into my website. So here it is on my website. Okay, so you can create a landing page with OneStream Live for your Cyber Monday sales, and basically you'll go live within the orange rectangle. You can have interaction with people watching, and you can have a call to action button for people to actually buy. So if you've got a shop on your website, clicking the link will take them to the shop. Okay, simple and straightforward landing page. If you're not broadcasting on Amazon or Walmart or any of those, you want to broadcast on your own website for Cyber Monday, this is the way to do it. Right, and the thing is that you can tailor your website. You're in control of your website. So you could have a shop there selling, and people can video, they can chat, you can send them to the shop, and they can be shopping whilst they're listening to you, and it doesn't really get any better than that. Now, I know that we're all going to put our shopping list together, and you have to say, when you're promoting it, do promote the heck out of it. Make sure that people know that you're going live at a certain time on Cyber Monday, and where they can watch you. It's on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you want to broadcast your site. Now, if you do this on your website, Cyber Monday, basically you do it for Cyber Monday, you can do it Stephen's Tuesday. Yeah, you broadcast 365 days a year selling. Cyber Monday is a very special day because people got shopping lists. They know they're going to buy, they're going to spend money, but they also know that it's the best day to buy because all the manufacturers are competing to give the best price on webcams, on microphone lighting, on rucksacks. Cyber Monday is online sales to the end power. It is the online sales day of the year. Yeah. Prime days are for people who are members of Prime. Cyber Monday is for everybody, and you can broadcast anywhere. So it is the biggest opportunity we have as marketers to market something either on an affiliate link or something that we make. If you're a small workshop creating items, this is the best time to actually sell them. We've got friends who run cake shops, and basically they could bake the goods before the day and just go live about the cakes and say, right, if you use this discount code ABC1, you'll get 10% off. That's the simplest form of sale. Yeah, and discount. Okay, back to our agenda. Let's take me off screen and go down here. And here we are. So, landing page. You can, using OneStream Live, create a landing page on your own website. If you don't have a website, you can just broadcast on the landing itself. Okay, it has a URL, as we saw. Right, now, the other thing you've got to do, and apologies for the noise off, just give me a sec. I might need to, well, I'm going to do something now. Let me do this. Okay, if you heard a noise in the background, then my apologies. I didn't have noise cancellation on, which is why it didn't work properly. But now it is, and I've got noise cancellation. Hopefully you can still hear me. I will carry on regardless, and I'll put noise cancellation back on. So I think we're okay now. Okay, so basically, if I go picturing like that, or more probably, that's good. You've got to make it easy to buy. People are here to buy. What they don't want to have is a long routine to buy something. You need to have, select the item, click the pay button, go through PayPal or credit card or whatever you're using as your merchant, make sure that people can buy then. And the other thing is, if you're going to build a reputation, make sure that you can deliver as well. So you've got everything organized. You have the ability to pay and the ability to deliver ready. Now, whilst when you're broadcasting, you can be yourself, and that's important. You've got to be authentic. You've got to talk about the goods or service that you're selling honestly. That's the best way. When it comes to marketing, this is the most competitive day of the year for live broadcasting. And all my friends on Amazon Live will be broadcasting. I have an advantage. I'm in the UK. I can start broadcasting at 6 a.m. Eastern, which is my 11 a.m., which means I can be wide awake whilst they're asleep. I can broadcast two shows before they get up. You have to make sure you use your advantages. Remember, we said earlier, this is a 24/7 world. Whenever you go live, you're going to get somebody. But if you sort of pick your best times, then I've got to say the best times are going to be breakfast, lunch, and evening, before the evening meal. Those are prime spots, and then after the evening meal. So you've got plenty of options time-wise to go live. And there is no restriction on the number of times you go live. You can go live 24/7. Watch my show next Wednesday to find out more. But you can go live 24/7 if you wished. I mean, you could rotate the hosts of the show and bring different people in at different times. I mean, that would be brilliant to have a 24-hour selling channel just for one day. That's a thought. I might see what we can do on that. Okay. Now, the other thing I said at the beginning, and I'm going to repeat it now, the thing you want to do is to check your equipment. You do need to have a situation where everything works. Check your setup. So this is why I put it on twice. Not only do you have to optimize your broadcasting studio, you have to check it and make sure that it's working. Right, now on the day, what you want to do is prepare. Now, when I say prepare, I talked about the studio. The other thing you've got to prepare is yourself. Now, I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm going to say that you have to be in the right mood. Now, when I'm about to broadcast live, I alternately have peace and quiet, so I can think for 5 minutes beforehand, or I listen to rock music, and that gets me in the mood. That gets me upbeat, because the thing you've got to be in a live broadcast on Cyber Monday is in the chair. You've got to be there. You've got to be up for it. You've got to be ready. You've got to leap out the screen at people. You've got to be open, honest, and persuasive. It's a day to persuade people. People are spending money. There's no doubt about it. I mean, since it began in 2005, Cyber Monday's just grown and grown and grown. And it's on both sides of the Atlantic. In fact, it's probably in most countries around the world. Cyber Monday is an event, and you can have a part in it. The thing is about Cyber Monday, it is exciting. And one of the best things, apart from doing your own live show, is watching other people. Yeah, you get ideas from other people. I just don't tell anybody, but you may be watching a broadcast and somebody's selling something that you're going to sell. Listen. And whether you know it, think it or not, the things that they say will be remembered. And when you go live, you will be saying what they were saying. Not everything they were saying, but odd bits. Yeah. So it's a day for learning as well. We never stop learning on live. We just start improving. I'm a great fan of Anthony Robbins' continual and never-ending improvement, especially in live broadcasting, because there is nothing perfect. There's always something more we can do. So that said, okay, I'm going to go switch around again, and just going to go here, and in a second, yeah, we're there. Okay, now if you've got the idea that Cyber Monday is great fun, it is. Cyber Monday, you've already learnt your craft, you already know your products, you've got your studio set up. It's a day to have fun. This is a true thing. If you have fun, the people watching you will have fun. Engage. This is not a monologue. You're not actually talking to yourself. It might seem like it, yeah? Don't watch the viewer numbers whilst you're live. You're going for your performance, and you want to engage with people through the chat. You want to engage with people by them liking the broadcast, yeah? And the more excited you are, the more excited people will be. So entertain. Before you go live, have a story to tell about every item that's in your carousel. Sometimes 2 stories. So when you pick something up, I can tell you about the day when I found out these were waterproof, is when it was pouring down and it was warm, but it was wet. So I put these on, connected them to my mobile phone, put Led Zeppelin on. I was listening to Led Zeppelin and I got wet through, but I was listening to great music for 45 minutes while I ran a 5K. Yeah. Have several different stories. I wouldn't tell it so concisely on the day. I would actually expand it a bit. Yeah. And don't write it down, memorize it. And your memory will recall it differently every time. So I'm just going to go through everything from top to bottom again, but be engaging, be in the mood is what I'm trying to say. This is all about being in the right mood to sell things. So to recap what we've actually done, and I'm going to put my glasses on so I don't miss anything, and I'm going to come back on screen so you can see me. There we are. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're back. So glasses on. You're watching Stephen Healey live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. I want to say thank you for spending your time. Just going to do a quick run through, and I'm going to read the items that are on the screen, and I'm going to make them bigger so I can see them better. Right, so we did the introduction about how Monday started in 2005. It's now one of the best-selling days of the year. You can play a part in it. All you need is yourself, camera, microphone, studio, and it's lights, camera, action. You're off and running. Optimize broadcasting studio. Do make sure everything's working. Get your graphics in on screen. Get them ready to go. Everything should be set up. create your own product carousel. Decide what you're going to say. Remember, I said I've got 40 items in my cell. I'm going to split it into 3 lots of 10. I'm going to broadcast 4 times on Cyber Monday. 3 lots of 10, and then the 40 items end. Yeah, so 10 items, 10 items, 10 items, and then 40 at the end. Get to know the items that you're going to be selling, whether they're services or products. Have stories about them and be able to talk about them. You don't have, just a minute. You don't have to, when you're actually selling live, give out the specs. You can give out some of the specs, but you're not an Amazon page. You're not here to say when this product was first made, and no. Use a page you can send people to get that sort of information. Here, you're talking about your personal experience with the product. You're not a talking catalog. Yeah, that can be taken care of. So you have to be personal. You have to be telling stories. You have to be interesting. Okay, so but your product knowledge counts in this, and don't say anything you know nothing about. Although, as I say, that's an art and people can do it. Create a script, a running order for your broadcast. And for my purposes, that would be the items I'm going to be talking about and selling. Choose your platform. Now, marketing-wise, you could sell on Amazon. You could sell on YouTube. You can sell on Twitch. In fact, there isn't a platform you can't sell on. Remember, on this very important day, it's not just your friends who'll be watching. You're broadcasting to the general public. They don't know who you are. They love the product. The product's the important thing. The product is the star of the show. Yeah. And back to the card and landing page. We talked about how to create a OneStream Live page where you can broadcast from and you can take sales. Make it easy to buy. Remember, 1 click to buy. Promote aggressively. Promote it everywhere. Promote your live broadcast for Cyber Monday on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Do a video on YouTube, a video on Vimeo, wherever. The more promotion you do, the most aggressive selling day there is. Whilst the broadcast themselves might be an arena of calm, the fight to get people watching, eyeballs watching you, starts before. Now is a good time to start. Schedule your broadcast and then go. Okay, and Amanda, do check. Now, when you're going live, practice it before. Do a run through of the items you're going to be selling and just record. Watch yourself back. Don't watch for mistakes. Watch for things that you can better. On the day, get yourself in the right mood. Listen to rock music, peace and quiet for 5 minutes, and then go live. Have fun. If you have fun, people watching you will have fun. Engage with everybody who's there, both vocally and in the messaging. Don't forget to show messages on screen. And on Cyber Monday, you are the entertainer. And depending on which system you use, do a follow-up broadcast to thank everybody who came and watched, and to, more importantly, to thank people who bought and to stay in their minds. Now, we can sell every day of the year. There's no problem with that. But basically, if you want to have the broadcasting experience of your life, do consider broadcasting on Cyber Monday, which is a week on Monday, 29th, I think. Enjoy yourself. If you have any questions after watching the replay, then put them in. If you watched live, big thank you from Wiltshire in England. This has been Stephen, live from Wiltshire in England. I'm going to sign off now. I'll see you next week. Big news next week. Join me 10 a.m. Eastern next week.